This story comes from the real experience of two close friends, a man known as Mr. Mom and his longtime friend, Mr. Off. What they went through is difficult to put into words, not because it's unbelievable, but because some memories refuse to stay quietly on paper. They decided to share this story as a warning, especially for anyone who believes that second-hand items are harmless. More than 20 years ago, Bangkok at night felt very different from today. Areas like Bangkok and Minburi weren't crowded with shopping malls or bright storefronts. They were places of dim streetlights, deep shadows, and people who lived their lives after midnight. Mr. Mom and Mr. Alf were part of that world. They were nighttime singers, performing at open-air restaurants, working hours completely opposite from normal life. While most people slept, they sang for tired diners, trading their voices for small nightly wages. It wasn't a glamorous life. Money came day by day, never guaranteed. Mr. Aoff lived alone in a small, one-story concrete rental room, deep inside a narrow alley. A row of 7 or 8 similar rooms stood side by side, silent and lifeless during the day. Inside his room was almost nothing: an old bed, a small television, and a wooden wardrobe so worn down that its doors had to be tied shut with plastic rope. Every time he opened it, the wood creaked loudly, like the sigh of an exhausted old man. Because his work required expensive stage outfits, Mr. Off wanted a better wardrobe, something sturdy, something reliable. Mr. Mom suggested looking behind a pawn shop nearby. Furniture that had been left behind or seized often ended up there, sold cheaply. That suggestion was the beginning of everything. Behind the pawn shop, among broken chairs and cracked cabinets, Mr. Off found it. A 4-foot wooden wardrobe, dark brown tamarind wood, fine grain. The front doors carved with birds holding branches. Delicate, elegant craftsmanship. It showed signs of age, but it was still solid. Too solid for its price. It was absurdly cheap. Without hesitation, Mr. Off paid for it and hired a pickup truck to deliver it to his room that same day. A wardrobe was placed in the left corner of the room, beside a window with metal bars and a screen. Its height conveniently blocked the morning sunlight, perfect for someone who slept during the day. As the movers carried it inside, a neighbor walked over. His name was Mr. Pei, a large, muscular man who worked at a fresh market nearby. He was loud, confident, and openly mocked anything related to ghosts or curses. Pei laughed, teasing Mr. Off for getting such a good deal. None of them knew something inside that wardrobe had been waiting. The first night, after Mr. Off finished moving his clothes into the new wardrobe, the room felt different. Colder, heavier. He told himself it was just the smell of wood polish. Until around 3 in the morning, the quietest hour of the night. Half asleep, he heard a sound. Not footsteps, not knocking, a low vibration, like a phone on silent mode placed against wood. Fra, fra. The sound came from the wardrobe. Mr. Alf opened his eyes. In the faint light from the window, he saw it. Black hair, long strands slowly spilling down from the top of the wardrobe, sliding over the carved wooden doors. Then a head, only half visible, facing away from him. The hair looked wet, sticky, as if coated in slime. His body froze. He rubbed his eyes, convinced it was exhaustion playing tricks on him. In the next instant, the hair pulled itself back upward and vanished behind the wardrobe. The next morning, he told Mr. Mom everything, but doubt lingered. Maybe it was a dream, so he stayed. The second night was worse. The restaurant closed early because of a fight, so Mr. Alf returned home around midnight. He fell asleep quickly. At 3 a.m., he woke to the sound of sobbing. A woman's voice, hoarse, broken, mixed with a wet sound, plap, plap, like thick liquid dripping onto concrete. Shaking, he grabbed a flashlight and aimed it at the wardrobe, and what he saw shattered his sanity. A woman sat on top of it. Her legs dangled lifelessly, pale and bruised dark green. Her clothes were torn, stained with dark, dried blood. Her hair hung in wild tangles, hiding most of her face. Slowly, she lifted her head. Her eyes were gone. Only bloodshot whites stared back. Her lower jaw hung loose, nearly touching her chest. Dark fluid poured from the torn mouth, dripping onto the floor. Every time she tried to cry, her body jerked violently, and pieces of decayed flesh dropped with a sickening plap. Sleep paralysis took hold. Mr. Alf couldn't move, couldn't scream. Tears streamed down his face as the woman slid bonelessly off the wardrobe and crawled toward his bed. The smell of rot hit him like a wall. When her ruined face came inches from his own, the paralysis broke. He bolted upright, turned on the light, tore open the door, and ran, still in his sleepwear. He didn't stop until he reached another musician's place. He left everything behind. The next morning, Mr. Alf hired a pickup truck. He didn't want money back. He just wanted the wardrobe gone. That was when Mr. Pei returned. After hearing the story, Pei laughed. He kicked the wardrobe and mocked the spirit openly, daring it to show itself. Annoyed and desperate, Mr. Alf sold the wardrobe to Pei for almost nothing. Pei moved it into his room, placing it in the exact same spot. He said he would handle the ghost himself. That night, Pei fell violently ill. High fever, shaking chills, delirium. Near midnight, his wife woke to a sound. Thud, 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 like meat being chopped on top of the wardrobe. She saw a massive dark shape pressing down on Pei's chest. Pei's eyes were wide open, his mouth stretched, silent. Invisible hands clawed at his neck. She turned on the light. Pei's face was turning green. Veins bulged. They rushed him to the hospital. He died before arriving. Official cause: sudden heart failure due to high fever and stress. But his wife saw the truth. Faint black handprints wrapped around his throat. After the funeral, the truth surfaced. The wardrobe once belonged to a migrant worker. She had been strangled, mutilated, her jaw hacked to silence her screams. Her eyes were removed so she wouldn't remember her killer. she was shoved inside the wardrobe while still alive, left there for days. Her blood and fluids soaked into the wood. That smell never left. Today, the wardrobe has been donated to a temple, locked away. Monks say her hatred is too strong to release. At night, people still hear crying and the sound of chopping, waiting for someone to open the door. If you enjoy true horror stories from Thailand, subscribe to Tale After Dark. And remember, some second-hand items don't come alone. They come with someone who never left.